The fact that he was in the industry for over 30 years and he said he's struggling to pay his bills, that he's struggling financially, is insane. All the things that we actually thought about celebrities and things like that, you know, prior to social media, we thought if you were famous, you were always rich. We are starting to understand, and it's starting to be revealed that all because you have fame does not mean that you're rich. And all because somebody's in Hollywood doesn't mean that they didn't get cut a bad deal. And all because somebody's in the music industry doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying, they still live in an apartment or they're struggling. Or
how has Hollywood changed in terms of African representation in what you see since you started out to what's being produced now?
Yes, quite a bit has changed. I must say, because of course, when I came out with Amistad, I was nominated for a Golden Globe, but they ignored me for the Oscars, talking about the fact that they thought that I had just came off the boat and off the streets.
what?
Where Steven Spielberg, used me for this film, and even though I successfully did that, they just didn't feel like I was an actor for whom we should pay any respect to. So,
Who cares about their accolades, bro? Who cares about their accolades, bro? Like, I do not care if you get, like, this is why, as far as like being nominated, like an actor, like in sports, if you win the championship, if you literally go all the way to the championship and then win the championship, whether it be the Super Bowl or a 7-game series in the NBA or the World Cup, you know what I'm saying, or the World Series in baseball, or any type of championship, when you won, it don't matter what anybody's opinion is about the fact that you won. You still won the championship. It's not based on it's not left up to somebody's nomination and judgment if you should get the championship or not. It's merit based. Once you win the championship, that trophy belongs to you. So similarly, in my opinion, with the movies and actors and things like that, people should get awards based on something that's measurable, not 5 or 10 people who sit and say, who do we think we should give this nomination to, this award to? I think we should give it to. And forget that, bro. It should be based on box office sales. What movie got the most sales? What movie got the most butts and seats? What movie got the most DVD sales? What movie got replayed the most on TV? What movie got requested the most? It should be based on merit-based, calculatable things, bro.
This conceptual idea of diversity and all that, it still has a long way to go. Systemic racism don't change like that anytime soon. I mean, I'm still struggling trying to make a living.
After 30 years in this business?
After, let's speak, 30 years, let's say like maybe the first 10 years was really trying to, sort of acclimate myself to the industry.
And then establish yourself.
Establish myself. I've been in this business and making films now over 2 decades, and still, with 2 Oscar nominations.
They're mighty close. They're sitting mighty close. It don't mean nothing. It's just funny to me. If I was doing an interview and they put them chairs that close, I'd be like, hey, no offense, but you don't mind if I just back the chair just a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Their knees almost touching each other. I just back the couches up just a little bit. They probably come up with some excuse like, oh, but the camera. You guys need to be this close for the camera. There's buttons on the camera you can zoom in, zoom out, and change settings. Y'all gonna have to do that because I ain't about to be sitting that close now.
Been in many big blockbuster films, and yet I'm still struggling financially to make a living. I'm definitely underpaid.
Growing up, you're one of the first big black actors I saw in big budget films. So it's mind-boggling to me.
well, that's a sign for you that systemic racism is not something that you can deal with lightly. It's so deep inserted in so many things that we do across the board, and you don't overcome it. You just have to sort of like you have to cope with it and survive the best.
This is probably why I would never want to be an actor. All right, I never want to be an actor because I have heard so many times that they have to wait for work. That sucks. That you got to wait for work. I don't want to be waiting for no work. This is why musicians, stand-up comedians, I'm trying to think of some more content creators. We don't have to wait for work. We make our own work. So content creators make content and they post it and they get money. However, they get money, whether it be through ad revenue or whether it be through selling a product or having a subscription-based service or things like that. Stand-up comedians do gigs. They might only getting paid $100 a gig, but hey, they don't have to wait for Hollywood to give them a act. They can literally just gig at small little venues and stuff like that. And musicians can do the same thing as well. Actors have like the hardest job out of all the artists. In my opinion, it seems like actors have the hardest because they're the only ones who are not entrepreneurial. They're the only ones who are not independent. And, that's sad, But yeah.
Best way you can.
What do you hope your legacy will be in this industry, for your acting, for your philanthropy?
I came to California with this compelling need to do something for my continent and do something for my people in general, and to champion this idea of reconciliation and reconnection with the motherland. I just hope that I have contributed to change the narrative about our people and the continent.
And we started learning more and more that the cars and the chains and the the different jewelry and clothing and things that the rappers were wearing was rented. If I had known this when I was a little bit younger, I would have focused more on STEM, which is science, tech, engineering, and mathematics. I would have focused more on a trade, you know what I'm saying? And I like what I do and stuff like that. I'm saying I would have had both. I'd have been doing what I'm doing now. But I would have also been multifaceted as far as my skill set would have been multifaceted. You know what I'm saying? But when you're younger, you're like, oh, somebody's on TV, somebody's a music, a rapper or something like that. Da, da, da. I want to be that. Not realizing like it ain't all what it's cracked up to be. Having skills and having trades and things like that is the most important thing that you could possibly have to build for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, I'm glad that he didn't have to tell that. I'm glad he revealed that to help other people realize that things ain't always what it seemed to be, and the industry is not what it seems to be.